At the end of 2025, I brought you highlights from my recent road trip to the south of France in my 996 Carrera Little Irish. And I also showed you the footage of it breaking down. Since then, lots of you have asked what's happened to my 911. So here's the answer. Hello everybody, first video of 2026, and unfortunately it doesn't involve me standing next to my car. Here's what's happened basically. It has been quite a story. So as you know, the internet knew of this. Little Irish had broken down in the south of France a few weeks before Christmas. There entailed a couple of weeks of toing and froing with the breakdown company, sorting paperwork and logistics and all of that sort of thing out. The good news is, because I was really worried that the car was going to be relayed all the way back to the UK via God knows how many agents, and that would have been not a great experience. However, with the breakdown setup that I had, it was one agent, so I was told, bringing the car all the way back to the UK. That's fantastic. Means the less strangers who I'm never going to meet touching my car, the better, to be honest with you. There was a slight hiccup because the car was agreed to be dropped at Right Tune on the Saturday, and come the Monday I got a phone call from Chris at Right Tune saying, do you know where the car is? Because it sure as hell isn't here. So I had to call the recovery agent and say, where's my car, basically? And it turns out it was in a depot somewhere in the south of England, which hadn't been communicated to me, hadn't been communicated to my breakdown company either. Not great, but the car did manage to get up to Right Tune on the 22nd of December, literally right before Christmas. It presented a little bit of a problem because Chris was closing for business, the Christmas shutdown the next day, so there wasn't a great deal he could do. He did, in the meantime, though, manage to pull out the oil filter as the first port of call, and as you'll see from this B-roll, the oil filter unfortunately was full of glitter, which is very bad. So what do we know so far? Well, the guys at Right Tune checked the metal in the oil filter. Oh, can't even believe I'm saying that. And it was found to be non-magnetic, which gives a little bit of a clue as to what it could be, kind of narrows some things down. What it could be, for example, is the chain chewing through the block. It could be a bearing going as well. It could be a host of things. Very clearly then, it needs further investigation to work out specifically what is wrong. The reality is, and this is in the words of Chris at Right Tune, he said, if that were his engine, you may as well, if you're stripping all of this engine down at this point, you may as well just start looking at a rebuild anyway, given the mileage on Little Irish, which when it went bang, was 181,500. The spooky thing is, by the way, when I collected that car in December 2018, it had 82,000 miles on it. So I've done literally just shy of 100,000 miles in that car in 6 years, whatever it is. So yeah, slightly spooky, I would say. But yeah, it's looking like, to be honest, regardless of what the problem is, the engine is out of the car, the engine is going to be stripped down, probably going to have to look down the avenue of a rebuild. There was then a decision to make, because Chris has told me from day one, although Right Tune are renowned for their air-cooled engine rebuilds, and they do rebuilds on Metzger engine water-cooled Porsches, they just don't do the M96 and M97 engine. They do everything on those cars, 911 and Boxster, 996, 997, 986 and 997. They do everything but engine rebuilds on the M96 and M97. It just doesn't make financial or business sense for Right Tune, which is a small family company at the end of the day. I completely respect that, and that is something that I've known for a while with that car, in continuing to go to Right Tune, and I will look forward to going back to Right Tune at a later date, I'm sure. What it did mean is the story ends there with Right Tune and this particular project. So what Chris and the team at Right Tune have done is remove the engine from the car. They have decoupled the gearbox from the engine. The engine is currently en route to Barnsport down here in Dorset, and the car itself is going to go into storage because it's evidently not going to be used for a long time. Two things to finish really. The first one is a big thanks. I've had so many messages being nosy, asking what's going on, but also just, yeah, well wishes from people in the Driven Not Hidden collective and just, yeah, around the internet, really. I'm amazed at how many people care for the plight of that old 996, really. It's kind of blown my mind, to be honest. So thank you, that is really, really kind. The kind of supplementary question that I get one after how is the car is, you know, are you going to rebuild? And if so, are you going to go down the 3.7 route and all of that sort of stuff? I am just not interested in that, I have to say. For me, I absolutely love the 3.4 Porsche factory engine as it is. As far as I'm concerned, the setup I had was absolutely perfect for me. It is perfect for me. Factory Porsche 3.4, IPD plenum, single mass CSR flywheel. Perfect. Great in gear acceleration and pickup and responsiveness. Really nice and revvy, because with a 3.4 you have to keep the revs high to keep momentum going. It's quite different to the later 3.6 that appeared on 996 Gen 2s. I've driven all manner of 996s on this channel. You know this, you've seen half of it. And so I think I've got a pretty good idea of what works for me. And funny enough, even last year I got to experience a fettled 996 Gen 1 that was upgraded to 3.7 and all the rest of it. It just didn't do it for me. So the plan is, come what may, I think, to rebuild the engine, to keep it 3.4 litre, just stock, rebuild it, go again, and to be honest, try and stick another 100k on the car in the next 6 years, hopefully even quicker, who knows. So that's the update. Again, just it's a short video because so many people have been asking what's going on with the car, so it's a way to answer the questions for everybody. And yes, whilst the prognosis isn't definitive as yet, and there isn't an affirmative, this is what's gone wrong, we've got a bit of an idea, and let's face it, the outlook isn't looking too good, is it? So there we go. There may be a couple more videos sitting in here as we update you on the whereabouts and the wares of Little Irish. I've no idea when the car is going to be back on the road. It's complicated slightly because that car is my daily driver and essentially my work van as well. I literally drive it everywhere. I kind of wish it had gone in the summer actually, because then I could have used my GT3, but obviously with the lack of underseal on the GT3, not to mention the fact it's on Cup 2 tyres, it's just not, it's just a no-go for using it on the road when there's so much salt on the road over these winter months. So yeah, got two 911s. I can't drive any of them, so that's really good. That's it. Anyway, just a quick update, as I said. Thank you so much for the goodwill messages that you've sent, and to be honest, just the good vibes that have come my way over the past few weeks. I am very, very grateful. We'll see you soon in another video of Nineworks TV, hopefully standing next to a Porsche. Thank you.